Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video. If you've enjoyed animation at almost any time in the past 3 decades or so, you've almost certainly heard the voice of Grey DeLisle, who also goes by the name Grey Griffin. Through GalaxyCon's ongoing series of virtual conventions and panel discussions, we got a few minutes to chat with her one-on-one. Grey Griffin's resume as a voice actor is among the most impressive of anyone who's ever worked in the field, in terms of both the breadth of her performances and the stature of the characters she's played. It would take way too long to read her entire filmography, but let's scratch the surface with a few highlights. She's been Daphne in the Scooby-Doo cartoons, Scarlet in G.I. Joe, Asajj Ventress in the Star Wars universe, Mandy in the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Vicky in Fairly Odd Parents, Wubsy from the children's show Wow Wow Wubsy, and perhaps most notably to some of our viewers, Azula in Avatar: The Last Airbender. She's been added to the cast of The Simpsons as Terry, Sherry, and Martin, has popped up in the Ben 10 universe, and will soon be heard in the highly anticipated AMC animated science fiction drama Pantheon, alongside actors like Dae Kim, Paul Dano, and Aaron Eckhart. She recently tweeted that her voice is included in the new Disney Plus program WandaVision, which represents the long-awaited launch of Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because this is a gaming channel, we're particularly interested here in her work in video games as well, which includes the roles of Catwoman in the Arkham series of Batman games, the villainous Jacqueline Nata in Tomb Raider, Genie from Bayonetta, Nova from StarCraft, Katana and Melina from Mortal Kombat, and Smolderdash and other characters in the Skylanders games. Her voice can also be heard in the Mass Effect games and the sprawling Metal Gear universe. If that's not enough to convince you that Grey DeLisle Griffin is among the most accomplished and iconic voice actors in history, I don't know what is. Without further ado, let's take a few minutes and chat with Grey DeLisle Griffin.
Hi, Seth.
Hey, how are you? Limited time, so I'm going to just fire questions at you, if that's okay. So the freshest thing on my mind, can you tell me how your voice is used in WandaVision?
It's just like commercials. I had to do these sort of 80s kind of commercials like that. Just, you know, different things like that. And then I played an old Serbian woman, I think. And I also played some kids and just like, and some witches here and there. Anyway, but it was so funny because that tweet just exploded. I thought, I'll put a fun thing about my voice in this. And then my publicist was like, hey, I just got like all these articles because all these news services picked it up. And I was like, oh my God, that exploded. Like I have the tiniest part. I tried to go on Twitter to try to manage it, and it
calm it down.
Yeah, I was like, it's tiny, it's nothing, you know. So
no, it's always something. So you've played some of the most interesting villains in animation and video games. Who do you feel is your most evil character?
Well, of course, Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender, I would say. But then again, Mandy was pretty dark too. You know? Smiling made the world fall off its axis, so that was pretty evil.
I mean, they had different powers, but their evilness can be compared.
Yes. Vicky was pretty evil too. The chainsaws and everything.
Well, right. Yeah, exactly. She had weapons at her disposal. So Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy said at one point that the company was exploring a movie trilogy based on the Old Republic. And you've been a bunch of different characters in a bunch of different Star Wars franchises. If somebody made you play a live-action version of any of your Star Wars characters, who would it be?
Asajj Ventress. I am Sith. That would be fun. I also love the bounty hunter, you know, just kind of that kind of Clint Eastwood type thing, like only for, you know, a female version of that, you know. It's hard for me to play those cool, calm, and collected characters, though, too, because I'm like, you know, I'm such an animated person.
Have that energy. Yes. Asajj would be cool, though. Asajj, I mean, she's a character that's due to be brought to the big screen.
Yes, I would love it. Put on a little cat suit.
Yeah. Couple lightsabers. Yeah. You voiced both Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel. Who do you think would win in a fight?
Captain Marvel, because she's just a little bit tougher than Wonder Woman. Sorry, Wonder Woman.
No, she's cosmic too.
Yes. She can fly, you know.
She can fly, go to outer space, and turn herself into an explosion. So as a voice actor, how much space have you been given over your career to make changes to like improvise lines or make characters your own as you're doing them?
I always try to do that just because I'm a stand-up comic, so I'm always like trying to make things a little funnier if I can, like sticking things in there. But when I worked with Amy Poehler, she just let us completely improv complete scenes sometimes. That was fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much.